Hi, welcome to my channel, Universal Soul Vibrations. This is going to be the weekly messages for water signs for the week of 4/28 to May 5th. Yes, it is May already. Please remember that these are general messages and may not resonate with everyone. If you like the channel, please like, subscribe, and share. Water signs, when I was focusing in on your energy before I started to pull cards, some messages came in. There were actually some really interesting messages. Hopefully they'll make sense to you. One of the messages that came in was be prudent in your quest. Something you want to go after, but you keep, I can't read my own writing, but you keep backing away from it. The time is now, but you're hesitant to change. Your attachment to how you perceive things and how they really are. My notes on this were you need to speak your truth or speak the truth, and you need to be more open. And the other message I got was the earth is going to keep spinning. Don't get left behind. So I thought those were quite some interesting messages for you guys. So I hope they make sense to somebody that's a water sign. You know, I think the last one, the earth is going to keep spinning. You know, the day-to-day, it's going to keep revolving. Life is going to keep revolving. And if you are kind of staying in the same patterns, you are going to get left behind. So that one I think was definitely prudent, as the first one said, be prudent in your quest. Alrighty, I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Nature's Whispers deck. Let's see what we got. That's what you need to let go of. Clear out the old. So that absolutely makes sense with what you're needing to let go of. When we clear out the old, we make room for the new. And I think some of these things that I was saying in the beginning were definitely pointing that way. That it's time for you, you know, to take some inventory and, you know, figure out what needs to stay and what needs to not be there. You know, it's the key, I think, when I see the keyhole here, it's the key to opening you up more is what I'm feeling with this, because I talked about opening up. And, you know, seeing how things are revolving around you, evolving, I should say, around you. And a lot of wisdom is going to come by doing that. So you need to let go of the old patterns, old ways of thinking, old habits this week. And we got, this is a nice message. Something that you need to work on this week is be your best self always. I think that's an awesome message. You know, we should always strive to be, and look at, we got the seahorse here for you water signs riding through the ocean. We should always strive to be our best selves. You know, sometimes we forget about that. So, you know, that's what you need to work on this week. And great. The key to everything is new experiences and possibilities. And it brings in abundance. Look at all the abundance in this, in the picture on this card. You know, she's out in nature, riding her horse. She's picking flowers. She's just, you know, taking in life as if she's seeing these things for the first time. You know, that's a big message that I'm getting for you guys, is to take in life as you're seeing and experiencing everything for the first time. All right. Let me just read what's in the book for these cards. For the clear out the old, as I said, that's what you need to let go of. You need to let go of the old to make new room for the new. Whatever you are experiencing now is a creation that you have brought into existence from past thoughts and feelings. While in this moment it may have you caught up, you can let go and begin to dream of a new reality. That whole new experiences and possibilities. Let go of the aspects of this creation that no longer serve you or have a purpose. Release what has gone wrong in the past. Release also any material possessions that do not serve the new dream you now want to create. Know that where you are now, you can create anew and begin again. And for the Be Your Best Self Always, I mean, I think that card is pretty self-explanatory. Check in with yourself. How you are feeling at this moment. Are you being the person you aspire to be? Remember that you determine how you feel. You are constantly choosing to feel the way you feel. It is understandable. We are all human and there are times that we don't feel 100%. You drew this card to help you to remember to access the highest level of emotions now. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Do your utmost to achieve more, love more, and to be your best. And then the New Possibilities card. And that's your key this week. Look around in nature. Notice the new beginnings. It is springtime. New experiences and new choices being shown to you. They will only be evident to you if you take the time to look for these subtle messages. You are on the first steps along a new path. You are being offered a blank page. What are the first words you would like to write on it? Your possibilities are endless. You are in complete control of your life. This is a new beginning on your journey. Live in the present and trust in your own abilities. Plant your seeds and willingly venture into the new territory. And this card reminds me a lot of the Fool. You know, you're starting, it sounds like you might be starting on, you're kind of doing a do-over, starting over again, in some aspect. Alrighty. And we'll pull Alice in Wonderland card to see what the overall energy is for you this week, water signs. What is the overall energy for water signs for the week of 4/28 to 5/5? What does water signs need to know about the overall? Ooh, let's see. Well, one fell out and I pulled one out. So, we'll look at both of these. So we got all must have prizes and set your course. So the all must have prizes card, this card talks about trying to, you know, please everyone around you, but probably yourself. So maybe it's time to look at this, you know, maybe that's one of the things that you need to start letting go of. You know, that whole card, clear out that old. You know, it's okay to want to make people happy, but don't do it at your own expense is the big message I get with this card. And then the set your course card. Know where you wish to go, have a plan, and the right direction. Okay, so this week it's time for you to set your course on what those new possibilities, those new experiences can be for you. Time to make a plan, know where you want to go, know how you want to get there, and what direction you want to go in. All right. Let's see what messages the tarot cards and Lenormand have for you. That's a nice start. Whoa. Never, don't fear the tower. So change is happening. So when I look at this top row of cards, what I'm seeing is in order to reach this Nine of Pentacles, you know, the Nine of Pentacles is that, you know, you built your own abundance. You're standing in your own power. But in order to get there, some things are going to have to fall. And, you know, you're going to have to take a look at the things in life that have a control or grip on you, and, you know, release them in order for you to find, you know, that Nine of Pentacles. I've got lots of cards falling out for you guys. Okay, so the center card is good, Nine of Cups. You know, so we got 2 9 cards in here, which talk about, you know, 9s are about fruition, attainment, fulfillment. That one wants to come out. All right, let's see what the Lenormand has to say. Okay, so with the Lenormand cards, it looks like there is going to be, we got the change, you know, the storks at the center. And the storks bring about, they bring about change. There could be some lifestyle changes that are happening. A birth of something new. Something returning, cycles returning, but it's a change, transition, new cycles beginning. So there's some new cycles beginning for you. I believe that these new cycles are beginning. We've got the, they call it the scythe. I want to call it the sickle. These new cycles are beginning because there was some type of ending that occurred, or some type of, you know, sudden trauma that happened. And when something like that happens, it usually calls for us to bring in some type of change. Um, and you know, this change could be occurring because you're cutting something out, and we talked about that, clearing out the old. So you're there's change in the new birth and the new cycle's beginning because you've cut something out. It could have been something, something painful from your past, that you've decided to cut out. And the lily, you know, the lily, you've gained the wisdom from the past experiences, but it's time to move on from those so that you can begin your new cycle. You're definitely on a new cycle with the stork showing up. And this new cycle is going to make you more anchored. The anchor card, it's going to bring more stability, security, more resilience, and it's going to lay I think, a stronger foundation for you. And, also know when the anchor shows up that, you know, hard work does pay off. So there's also hope with the anchor too, but I think the main message of the anchor in this with the stork card is that the change that's going to be made, the new cycle that you're moving into, is going to bring more stability into your life. And then we've got the moon card with that. And, the moon, it's about emotional illumination. So this new cycle that you moved in required you to really kind of look at your emotions, your fears, and reflect on yourself, and kind of saying, where do I want to go, and where do I want to be? What do I need to leave behind to get to where I need to go, and what do I need to bring into my life to get me to where I want to go? So that is the message of the Lenormand cards. So let's take a look at what you've got here. So at the center of your reading, you've got the Nine of Cups. And as I said, you've got two 9 cards in here. And there's a 9 on the Lenormand card as well. And 9s talks about fruition, attainment, fulfillment, and that's exactly what the 9 of Cups is. It's an achievement. So the main focus of this week for you water signs is looking at the achievements that you have made, whether they be in past weeks or this week, but really kind of giving yourself a pat on the back for the achievements that you've made. And from the stuff that came out from the Lenormand cards, it looks like you've made quite a bit of internal, looked a lot deep within to kind of say, I'm not really happy with where I am right now. And there's some changes that need to occur. And, the Tower card comes in up here. And obviously when the Tower card comes in, there's always change that's going to occur. So there's definitely some changes that are being made, whether it be in lifestyle. It could be in lifestyle, getting rid of, toxic habits, relationships that weren't really serving you, that could have been a bit toxic, addictions. But I think this achievement is really focused more around making some lifestyle changes so that, there's more stability around you. And by this change coming in and moving away from, these toxic situations, whatever they may be, it's going to allow you to come to that place of really being able to see the abundance around you not only around you, but within you is what I'm kind of hearing with this card. Um, you know, just really standing in your own and saying, you know what, I made it through this. And now I'm welcoming this change so that I can recognize, I almost want to say recognize my own worth. There This is, you know, some things, I think that these changes are going to be coming in quite quickly this week. Um, Try to focus on one thing at a time is what I'm hearing. Don't try to do change multiple things at once, because that's just kind of like a culture shock when we do that. And there may be some messages coming in, you know, email, text messages. This is quick communication. The Eight of Wands is, but your achievements may be recognized by others as well, as the message I'm getting with this. And, you know, you're reaching a point where you're getting what you deserve. Things are going to be more balanced, more fair. Just overall, I'm hearing way more stability. And when I look at this Seven of Swords card, this is not the traditional meaning of this card, but what I see with this Seven of Swords card for you guys is that's you picking up all the crap in your life that isn't working and taking it and tossing it out. And you're leaving some behind that can stay. These are the ones that can stay. But this is you getting rid of what, you know, what's not working. Taking all those swords and just kind of removing them. When you do this, you know, there'll be, the Three of Pentacles is about hard work. So you're going to put a lot of hard work in, but you're going to have help with that. It's working with others. So the remaining swords that you decide to keep, you're going to be able to work well with. And then we get to the Three of Wands. You know, with the Three of Wands, I see healing here with the green. There's definitely some healing going on here with the Three of Wands. But also, you know, you've made your choice on which way you want to go and where you want to go. And you're just kind of figuring out how you're going to get there. That, you know, kind of pertains to this. It does pertain to this set your course. And, you know, you're going to get there by releasing all this junk that's just not working. By taking these swords that aren't working for you. And also with the Seven of Swords, what I'm hearing is this isn't only people and things, but your frame of mindset. I think there's a change that's going to occur in the way that you perceive things in your thoughts. You know, you're kind of throwing away all those yucky thoughts so that you can, you know, bring in the power. See the achievements. But it looks like, you know, this week is definitely going to be about recognition of the achievements that you have made within yourself. And it's really going to bring balance. The change is going to bring a nice balance into your life. And you're going to find the people that you work well with through this. And that's pretty much what I'm getting for you guys, water signs. Let me just take another look. But the Tower is going to have to fall, and there's going to have to be changes that are going to have to be made. I'm not sure. I'm almost, you know, usually when the Tower card shows up, it's kind of the universe stepping in and saying, okay, well, you're not taking care of these things, so we're going to take care of it for you. But I'm almost feeling that's not the case with you. I think that you're just, you know, water signs, you're deciding, excuse me, you're deciding to make these changes. You're just not happy living in this energy of, you know, the devil. Those, you know, things that control you, that make you feel uncomfortable. You're not happy living there. And you want change to occur. Now let me pull a Flower of Life Oracle card and see what comes up for you guys. Yeah, I think there's going to be a nice stability that's going to come from this change. And you're going to like know who's on your team when this occurs. Okay, nice card. We got Wisdom. Activate your inner wisdom and allow the equal amount of positives and negatives about any experience or situation to enter your awareness. When this occurs, they cancel each other out. Healing happens and all resistance about the situation or experience melts away. So what this card is telling me, you know, in the past, you've been kind of resistant to make changes, but I feel like now you're ready to do that. You are left feeling soft and easy. The veil of illusion parts and you have an aha moment. Yeah, that's that tower, that aha moment. That may go something like this. Now I understand why that was here in my life. That makes so much sense. My life is always showing me how to come back into balance. The Justice card. So I can see and feel my higher wisdom. Today, look where your dreams are in your life instead of where they are not. You are wise. Okay, so, you know, reach for your dreams. Reach for those 9 of Cups. Where you're fulfilled. That's what this week is about for you guys, water signs, is reaching for your dreams and what you want. And you know, like I said, that Tower card brings in change, but that Tower card is that aha moment that you know, you understand why some things were there. And they make sense, and that's helping to bring everything back into balance for you. All right, water signs, I'm sorry this is so short, but I think the message was pretty clear for you guys this week. There wasn't tons to say about it. I hope you all have a great week, water signs. So let's take a look at the individual water signs. We'll start with Cancer and see what's ahead for them this week. Oh, same card that we had at the center of the big reading. The 9 of Cups, achievement, fulfillment. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, Cancer, it looks like you are definitely making progress towards that achievement and fulfillment. So you're doing the work. You're doing the things that are needed to do to get there. And the Wheel of Fortune is moving in your favor, Cancer, this week. Towards a new beginning. For you guys, I don't necessarily think this is a new beginning in love. I think it's more of a new beginning in the love of your life itself. And just the things that are around you because of the changes that you've made. And feeling kind of that, you know, self-love because of all the achievements and the work that you've put in. The Wheel of Fortune is here to bring in all that good stuff for you. Why is the Ace of Cups here for Cancer? Yeah, the Ace of Cups with the Six of Swords on top of it. You know, you're moving away from troubled times, challenging times, and moving towards a place that's, you know, calmer, as I said, much more stable. You're moving away from that devil, okay? We put it this way. You're moving away from those things that don't work for you. You know, that wreak havoc in your life. And, you know, with this Ace of Cups, too, in comes healing. Okay? So, it looks like, Cancer, you are definitely going to be making some progress this week and heading on a different path. So, let's look at Pisces. We got the Queen of Swords. You know, with the Queen of Swords, and you know, she's not necessarily the calmest in the world, but with all the blue in this card, all it's saying to me is, you know, there's an inner sense, an inner calmness within you this week, Pisces. Even the purple color on her dress, I'm just feeling a lot of calmness from this card, because you've seen the truth. You've found the wisdom. And you know, she, in this particular deck, she's holding that sword very gently. Strength, yep. And the Queen of Swords definitely is a strong person. You know, the Strength card, that inner calmness, that inner peace, I mean, that just resonates in that card as well. But also when I see this with the line, you know, taming the beast that's inside. Listening to what your intuition is telling you, Pisces. And then, you know, Three of Wands, you've chosen your path. And now it's time to start moving that way. You know, the ship is, you're waiting for those ships to come in. Let me look at this Three of Wands. Why is the Three of Wands? Here with Strength and the Queen of Swords. I do think the Queen of Swords and Strength are the same message. It's just all about your inner strength. Being able to maintain, like I said, you know, Queen of Swords isn't necessarily a real calm personality, but she's a strong one. But with all this blue that I'm seeing, I'm just feeling such a sense of inner peace, inner calmness. You know, that something's been, the light's been shown on something that's given you this peace. So, you know, you've put in the work. You've mastered a skill. You've mastered the skill to be able to tame that beast within. which is now allowing you to head possibly in a different direction. Why is the Three of Wands here? And it's going to bring you to your wishes fulfilled. Nice, Pisces. That was a really nice one. And who do we got left? Scorpio, right? Alright. I had to buy this Rider-Waite deck, and I bought it in the tin, and I didn't realize it was like the real tiny ones. But actually, with my small hands, they work out really well. I've just got to get double sets of cheaters. Alright, what's ahead for Scorpio for the week? What are the messages for Scorpio for the week of 4/20? So it looks like water signs. Ooh, you're going to go on an adventure here, Scorpio. Nice. You're going to trust, and you're going to take that leap of faith in the changes that are coming in and the changes that need to be made. What is ahead for Scorpio? You're not sure where it's going, taking you, but you're ready to go for the well, there's nothing to ride on, but you're ready to go for the ride. A message I'm getting with this card, and I'm looking at that gestures hat. Be careful of people wearing false masks this week, Scorpio. Because with the moon back here, they might not be revealing everything to you. Oh, you got the Queen of Swords too. She's guiding the way for you. That Queen of Swords is. There's just, you know, with this particular Queen of Swords in this deck, I just see a lot of guidance from intuition and you know, a lot of wisdom and stuff being illuminated that's allowing you to trust that it's okay to take this leap of faith, because the Page of Wands came in. Pages are messengers, but it also could be the beginning. It's the beginning of something new. You may be learning something new this week, Scorpio. And you're ready for that new adventure that's coming in. Maybe learning a new way of doing something, a new way of thinking. But that's what it looks like for you guys, Scorpio. So have a great week, water signs.